Okay.
It says we're up. It says we're up,
Hello.
dollars and cents team.
We are live once again.
Yeah, I just want to share this too. There we go. Share it. Ta-da.
We are live once again.
All right, let me turn this down here. All right, alrighty. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What you gonna say? Wait, you got something smart to say, buddy? What do you gotta say?
Go ahead, man. Do your intro.
I mean, can I just do a smooth intro for without being harassed and you know?
Man, I haven't been here in a couple of weeks. I gotta harass you.
Yes. That's
Gotta
no,
make up
we're
time.
supposed to do that to you, right? For not being here. Hey
Well,
everyone, welcome to Dollars and Cents, our podcast, our stream, our weekly chat about all things. Well, it's okay, Wade. Not for you, but it's okay for us. Weekly chat. Um, we give you some insights about what's going on there in the world of money and finances. Disclaimer: we're not experts, folks. We are not experts, but we welcome experts on this show at any time. I was so we do those things. We get folks on here and they talk to us about things that can help us benefit the community. We're trying to empower our people. We're unapologetically black. Yes, other people may watch our stuff, but it's okay. We're not trying to insult anyone. But there are some deficiencies within our black community, and we're trying to help as best as we can. Myself, KP, we got Wade, and KJ, Miss Keisha from Mortgage Financial, right?
RTS.
RTS. Yes.
you mean
Road to Success Mortgage Financial.
That's it.
All right.
I promise you,
boy.
Keisha, he'll get it one day.
You'll
One
get it.
day.
You'll
Road
get
to
it.
success. Road to success. I knew that.
That's all right. That's okay. We'll get it. We'll get it.
So happening in the news outside of COVID-19 and vaccines.
Mhm.
They got to pay for all those vaccines, even the ones that don't work. I digress. Let's continue with money talk. Let's go. The
This is not a
budget
medical show.
the
This is not a
budget
medical
the
show.
budget came out. The budget came out. Okay. It's a smarty pants. So, what do you got the folks? What do you got to tell the folks about the budget? Should I bring it on screen
Wait,
now?
no, before we go to the budget,
Okay, I'll remove it. I'll remove it. Okay, there we go. I'm not
even
gonna
before we
distract
go to the
anybody.
budget, for
Mhm.
all we are those of us who are the good ones, we're based here in Ontario.
Mhm.
And so the Ontario government has sent some funds, promised some funds to parents with students up to grade 12. And I think it's $400, Keisha, $400 per child, per student,
Yes. Yep.
to help with, I said, and they said the payment should start coming out on April 27th. And the good thing is that you don't have to apply for it this time around. If you apply for the last one, then
You're right.
it'll be automatically sent to you. So that's a good thing. The government is doing something. So now we're going to see what $400 can buy. Or you can put it in your RESP for your children.
When did this information come out?
Maybe about 2 weeks now, or
Yeah, maybe about 2 weeks
3.
ago.
Because I'm
Yeah.
looking at something that says
Well, what happened was I got an email because
province doubles support for parents with new Ontario COVID-19 benefit. That's what you're talking?
yeah, that sounds like it.
Okay.
That
I'm
sounds, yeah.
I'm
Because
gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it in the link in our chat window. But okay, continue.
yeah, so if you apply for it, oh yeah, I said that already. I said you
Mhm.
can spend it or you can put it in an RESP
Mhm.
Okay.
for future education for your children. Yeah.
I just dropped it in there. Ontario government's providing parents with $980 million in direct support as part of the Ontario COVID-19 child benefit under the new round of funding. Payments will be doubled $400 per child and $500 for a child with special needs
Yeah,
to
that's
help offset additional learning costs.
that is the one, man. That is the one.
Parents will receive $400 for each child aged 0 to 12 to grade 12.
Yes.
Okay, 200 and 250 special, last. Okay. All right. So the government is handing out more free money. No, I shouldn't say that. I should stop saying that.
You like talk about free money.
Average for. Okay, that's good. That's good for the Liberal government. I don't know. I don't know what people. Sorry, not the Liberals. This is provincial. I a lot of people are not really in favor of Doug right now, but it's good to see that there's something being done, because a lot of folks are going through it as far as this pandemic is concerned. So any help and every help is good, right?
Goes a little way. Yes, that's true.
Anything else you want to say about the province and what they're trying to do?
No, that's it.
Yeah.
No,
That's having a financial front.
you don't want to say go Doug. And by the way, if you're watching, you can leave a comment. I'll see the comments. Drop a comment on Facebook or YouTube. Oh, Akeem was right on point. What's it? As per the Liberal budget. Okay, you're taking our thunder, Akeem. He is putting in there the budget that we're going to talk about.
Awesome.
He said I'm happy to interest on no interest on student NSL.
National Student Loan Services.
Yeah.
Now the question is it accumulating?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
You think Akeem can answer that? Hold on. Before he dropped in a joke here. He says, "Doug can't take the pressure."
Oh, God.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. He has to do something. He can't not do anything. So.
And Akeem said there is no accumulation.
All right.
No accumulation. Look at him, all up to snuff. That's my pilot, eh, Wade? Akeem, that's my pilot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if I want to go anywhere in the world, he'll take me.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to what Akeem led us to.
Yeah. You see it there? So this is the quick facts, right?
Yes.
Budget 2021 includes 101.4 billion over 3 years in proposed investments. Okay. Establishing Canada-wide learning and care system partnership with provincial, territorial, indigenous. Extending emergency supports. All right. Where are the numbers?
Hold on. CEI benefits, sickness benefits from 15 to 26 weeks. Keep going down.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah. Supporting small, and this is the increase in old age security for seniors age 75 and older to provide them with better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Supporting small and medium-sized businesses through several transformative programs such as Canada Digital Adoption Program.
I don't hold on before you go, but on this point though, Wade, I mean, whether it's the federal government or the provincial government, and it's the same here in the US, right? What are they pumping money into when it comes to small businesses? These things are like they're killing them. So I don't get it. What is the point? The big box stores are the ones making money right now. This don't make no sense to me. all the restrictions and all that. How can
Yeah,
you guys
that's
explain this part?
that's
How does this work?
from the surface, that, but those business owners, those who know how to fill out the forms properly, they benefit from what is there, what is being done. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a matter of you got to apply for it, and you get whatever the benefits are. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes and so on. What we can see, what is obvious, we don't know what deals they have, what deals the governments have, and so on in place.
So okay, if you can't open, you're not a lot, these small businesses for the most part, a lot of them, and you have enough shows on TV that talks about this, right?
Yeah.
So when the government is giving them money, what are they for them to just pay the rent, or like you can't do anything?
Yeah, it's possible. Some, I know in the past they had the what is it? The double workers something. What was it again, Keish? I can't remember. It's the equivalent of CERB for the businesses, right?
To just help the business stay afloat, type of.
Right, to help them stay afloat, to help them keep their doors open. But then there are certain criteria you have to qualify for it, right? And when you qualify, you know, based on your application, you get quality and you get some funding. And then when they started it out, they were saying if you pay back, there's a portion of it that you didn't have to pay back because a portion was a grant, right? And so, but again, if you are a small business, then you would know more intricacies. I can't dabble in that.
I mean, I don't. Okay, go ahead, Keisha. Go ahead.
So I was going to say, I mean, they had one out which was the government grant. I don't know what exactly they called it, but where you can get up to 20,000, depending on, I guess you have your income deduction as self-employed would have had to have been at least, you lost 20% in your wages in self-employment. So there's an application online that you complete. I think we did post this a few weeks back. The key things with regards to the application was, I think there's two key questions, April of 2019 and April of 2020. And what they're trying to figure out is, did your business dip in income from April 2019? Remember, April 2019 was when we're kind of in the height of the pandemic. And then April of 2020, for that month, did your business pick back up? And, based on how much your income might have dipped, then that would determine whether you would get any, from 20,000 or below that. Yeah. So that was, I guess that's one program that was put towards helping small businesses who lost some sort of revenue based on the pandemic.
Akeem is saying here, shut down big box and open up small businesses will increase GDP instead of all these printing. You guys would know a little bit more about what you said.
I don't know if it's printing of money or dipping into the reserves more than
listen, I don't know a lot when it comes to
hold on. If it was printing of money, then the valuation of the Canadian dollar would be going south. It would be going down if you're not in the market with money. So if you so it's not I wouldn't say printing up money, it's going into the reserves that have been there, that they've set aside for emergencies like this. Right. So that's why.
Call me whatever, but I really don't see any positive when it comes to Amazons, the Walmarts, the Costco's, the superstores. They have everything, and everybody else has, and no matter, I know all. For me, it seemed like a bottomless pit if the government keep dumping in small business.
Yeah, but
these guys are just eating up.
You have to. One of the things you have to also look at when you look at the Amazons, all the stores that you just named, is also the amount of taxes that they pay to the government. So there's kind of a catch-22 is that you allow them to remain open, you get some money from them.
Now, granted, it's not said much in Canada, but here in the United States, if there is one debate that the government, Democrats and Republicans keep having, but they're both on the same side, is the fact that these big box stores, the amount of bly that governments give them. Now, I don't know how much bly Canada gives them, but I do know whatever it's very favorable.
Essentially, what is happening is I'm not defending the government by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just looking at the economics of it all.
Yeah.
And the economics of it is that these big box stores, they will provide more employment than mom and pop shop would.
Yeah, right? I know, I get you.
And then with the employment, what happens when you employ someone, when they get paid, what do they have to pay?
Taxes, I get it.
And where do the taxes
go? This time around, I don't know if you noticed, but they've one of the complaints was the fact that these bigger stores can open, Walmart and all that stuff, and you have access to everything outside of essential alone. So this round, as we are once again in a lockdown, they've tapered off, what is deemed as unessential, and grocery aisles, I guess, are remaining open.
I went to the store the other day. I went to Dollarama. I think I said this recently.
Dollarama.
Yeah, I went to Dollarama to get a thank you card. Could I get a thank you card from Dollarama? No, I couldn't. That section was closed off. So they're really stringent on this in order to make it clear for the small businesses, right? Because that was a big complaint. And Akeem there talks about in the chat that the federal government is taking aim at digital giants, including Netflix, Amazon, and Airbnb, to insist that they pay HST on sales to Canadian consumers. Yeah, because the government has to get their cut. Listen, it's because of the government getting their cut why we can have healthcare and good roads to drive on and so forth and so on. And these some of the things that we enjoy as individuals that live in Canada. Right. So listen, government gonna get theirs, we're gonna get ours, and so we move on. That's how we survive. Because if we had to pay for healthcare, anyways, we won't even talk about that story. Anyhow, let's move on. Federal budget.
Federal budget. Let me stop.
Let's get down to the.
I think Keisha. I think the time that Wade took off, I think he was in negotiations with Justin and his government. But it's okay. I don't know all the details.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. I understand how this thing works. No, but you see, but you're getting a subway on Eglinton Avenue, so you won't need to use the roads.
Yeah, okay. I like when I like how they mash up one thing just to give us something else, and we're like, who hip hop hooray, right?
Well, again, it's how the money flows, right?
A new Canada Digital Adoption Program will assist over 160,000 businesses with the cost of new technology. It will provide them with the advice they need to get the most of new technology with the help of 28,000 young Canadians who will be trained to work with them. Boy, if this was one of my religious shows, I would go off on this and talk about the fact that look at what the government is doing with young people. And how, but it's okay. This is not my
yeah, this is not your religious show.
Yeah, it's okay.
John Scott, what's happening, man?
Oh, Scott.
Shout out to John Scott.
What's good? What's good, Johnny?
All right. What's the next thing for small businesses? There's a lot of things. So scroll down, scroll down. Yeah, let's get to what the show is about.
We may end up talking about the budget for this whole episode.
Yeah,
no, we're going to give them a little bit of.
Huh?
It's okay. It's relevant. Let's go in. Okay. All right. Here we go. Not that one. Yeah,
we talk about, well, it's just another repeat of small business again.
Yeah, 1.5 billion capital investments. Yeah.
Assets including digital technology. Okay, come. Okay. Everything is online, and everything represents 2.2 billion investment in the growth of Canada's entrepreneurs over the next 5 years. All right.
Because the pandemic has shown us that you better look at what's online. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what you can do online.
Okay.
Right. Now here
hint,
we go.
Hint. Is that a hint? Look at what we've shifted into a new way of doing it.
We've shifted.
We have been shifting.
We have been shifting, but this has forced us to really to really put the money towards that, because that's the direction we're going. So now, tourism. Yeah. Nobody wants to come to Canada.
Not in the winter.
Really?
No, but you listen. Canada is voted as the best country to live. I think. Yeah, it was voted recently
as the best or one of the.
No, the best.
Number one.
The immigration site crashed a few times, I believe, with people.
Yeah, that was just after the U.S. election 4 years ago.
No, recent, man. I'm talking 2021.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no, but seriously though, you're right. Canada is one of the best places to live. I don't know why anyone.
We're appealing. We're appealing.
I don't know why anyone would leave Canada and go anywhere else.
That's the winters are brutal, but hey, it's a nice place. Winters are brutal. Supporting women, Black Canadians.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here it is. And other underrepresented entrepreneurs who face barriers to launching and owning businesses through $300 million to enhance initiative of Black entrepreneurship program and the women entrepreneurship strategy. A couple points here. One, I'll repeat the fact that small businesses, entrepreneurs are getting killed right now. Okay, that's number one. Number two, in terms of this whole wokeness around Black issues, social issues, racism, bias, police brutality and all that. There's a lot of wokeism, right? When it comes to, all these stores saying Black Lives Matter, the government on the bandwagon. But as soon as these things quell down, you don't hear much. Two, when you're trying to access these funds, you realize the amount of red tape that you got to go through in order to access these things. That's in a small way. I've tried some of these things. But you're not qualified for this. You're not qualified for that. So it sounds good. It looks good. That's a nice, pretty figure. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty of actually accessing these things, you realize that you have a whole bunch of roadblocks in order. I'm not saying everyone won't get it, but a lot of people won't come in touch with this.
Yeah, but also when you look at that, it's 300 million going towards women and Black Canadians.
Yeah.
The question is, what's the percentage breakdown for women and how many go to Black Canadians?
That's another point. Another point. But I was just talking about whatever the percentage is for the Blacks. Yeah.
So it's a step in the right direction. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of those Black entrepreneurs to take advantage of it and to jump on it when in the beginning stages, because then it's easier.
It seems that it is actually the more time progresses, it gets a little bit harder. They implement different things, needed. And I would say with a lot of, we have a few Black organizations where we have, I think the Black Chambers. I think there's BBSP, or I can't remember exactly what it is. But probably trying to reach out to these organizations, because I do believe some of them have things set up with regards to how to or to assist in applying, for some of these programs that are put out. Yeah.
This one here, So just like over here, it was a huge polarizing situation here. $15
Oh,
minimum wage. We're not there yet
right.
in Canada.
Yes, we are 15, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
provincial. Remember,
Right.
it's provincial, right? So what
Mm-hmm.
they're proposing here in this budget is across Canada, because there's some
Mm-hmm.
provinces where it's not.
Still
All
lower.
these things sound very nice, and I give props to governments when they do things. But you see, this when it happens, let me know, because in my personal opinion, when it comes to making the lives of people better, these things here, they're not interested. You know, these
Well,
politicians.
I would have to
Well, that
disagree.
the 15, it went from 12 to 15, remember? And I
Yeah,
mean,
I'll have to disagree with you on that, KP,
yeah.
to say that
How
they're not
so?
interested.
No, some are,
Or
some of them
else,
are, some of them
yeah.
are, but the
So,
majority, you get this debate and the back and forth, and years
well,
pass by.
yeah,
How
that's
long have we been talking about $15?
well. The thing is that when you look at it, when you see the federal government trying to do that now,
Yeah.
because before it has been left on a provincial level. So
Mm-hmm.
now this is something else. This is going to be another debate, but at least it's in the budget. Okay.
Right, right. That's what I'm
It
saying.
hasn't been there, but
It's
at least
nice.
it's there.
Right. It's
Um,
nice that it's there, but I mean,
and
like I
it
said,
all
I'll wait and
depends.
see.
It all depends which government is in power too,
That's to see what I'm saying.
right?
That's
So
what.
so when you say the government doesn't, you can't say it all depends on which government, because when you look at I know the liberals, they have been fighting for this for a lot for a long time.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and they were able to pass a marijuana law quicker than they were able to give people $15 an hour. How about them apples?
Well, you can't put that on the government.
If I can think of a couple more, and there are a few more,
Because
but
the
the
Yeah,
government, because the government benefits from that, right?
yeah, right.
yeah, but yeah, well, I'm not.
I guess
This
there's always going to, any way you look at it, there's always going to be pros and the cons. Someone's going to get the,
exactly.
or someone
I
gets the
hear you.
better end,
I
you
hear
know?
you. But you can smoke ganja quicker than you get $15 an hour. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, it's $10 for a dime bag. So
It's wrong show. Wrong show. Wrong show. You should know. What's a dime bag, guys? What's a dime bag?
no, this is kind of like, you guys have any merch?
Oh my goodness. Enriching the Canada work benefits, which will support about 1 million more Canadians and lift nearly 100,000 people out of poverty. This will result in additional support of 8.9 billion over 6 years
Yeah.
for Canada's low wage workers.
And so,
8.9 billion over 6 years. Okay.
so when you look at that, that's in conjunction with the $15 an hour,
Mhm.
right? So that's that could be a part of that, or in addition to,
Mm.
that type of thing. So
I wish,
anyway,
if for this point here, I wish I had some more info, because helping to build, repair, and support 3,500 affordable housing units for vulnerable Canadians through an investment of 2.5 billion and relocation of 1.2 billion. Sorry,
reallocation.
reallocation. Whoops, my bad. In existing funding.
Right.
I Let me tell you what, shout outs to all the folks in those communities, those government house communities, right? They call them affordable housing, right? But shout outs to all of them. Lots of issues there. They always need repair, right? Um, but we made it out, right? So it's good. It's good. It's good to see that they're trying to improve, make some improvements in that area. In addition to that, I know that our our American friends over here normally come over there and see where places that we call affordable housing or government housing, and they're like, wow, this is what you should see where we live. But it's good to see that they're trying to make some improvements here.
Yes, yeah.
investing in 17.6 billion in a green recovery that will help Canada to reach its target to conserve 25% of Canada's lands and oceans by 2025. Its Paris climate targets. Okay, I don't know the details about the Green Deal and all that, on the environment. Reduce emissions by 36% below 2005 levels by 2030 and move forward on a path to reach net zero emission by 2050.
All right. Hey, guess what?
What?
Remember, said the budget was a sideshow. Let's get to the main article.
Oh, okay.
Budget is online for all those who are interested.
Yeah, definitely encourage everyone to be in the know, right? When these things come out, it's keep updated. This is one of the ways that we learn. This is how we stay on top. I think I've mentioned this before, where I've heard, I think it was in my teenage years, I actually heard where someone mentioned, you want to hide something from a Black person, put it in a book, right? So bottom line, what they're pointing out is that we don't like to read, right? Apparently. Mm-hmm. So definitely, these things are always put out there. We want to keep ourselves, in the know. We want to make sure that, we're covering all these things that are put out. So because they very well might be a benefit to us, and we're not going to know if there's something to take advantage of if we're not doing our research and staying up to date on what is happening when it comes to all these budgets that are put out there and everything like that. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Well said.
This is our main article. And yes, we must read. Our main article is here. I made $70,000. We've been looking at some nice articles through this side hustle. You know what? Shout outs to Richie. Richie talked to me about this a long time ago, and he even made some comments, I think, while we were on a few episodes back, about talking about side hustle. So this person here, 11 years, I was 27, reached one of my proudest financial milestones. I had amassed more than $100,000 in savings in how, look at 3 years.
3 years, look at that. Oh.
$100,000 in 3 years, Wade. You know what? I can channel my inner Wade. Yeah, we don't know the details. What seed money did they have? That's weird. What was their seed money? Wade is like, that sounds too good to be true, y'all.
No, I didn't say that. I said
no. You never said that. You said seed money, so we understand.
It's possible. It's the discipline.
Right.
Once hustle along with your 9 to 5.
Right.
Yeah.
And the person said one of the biggest things was to accelerate was side hustles. It wasn't just one.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend everyone consider starting one at some point, even if it's just for a short period of time. All right. Avon, you can imagine from selling Avon products, my mom's friends, starting an online retail store, bridal accessories. So, but Onada Photography, the wedding photography business that I started in my early 20s, was my longest running one. All right. Mm-hmm. So you can go check it out. Onada Photography, folks. I did it for 7 years and it earned the most amount of money of all my side hustles. In one particular year, I made more than $70,000 total. A chunk of that money went toward my savings. All right, here are the points. Number one, a natural interest. All right. Growing up, my dad always taking photos. As a result, I developed an interest in photography. All right. Anything you want to say about that? The idea turned into a hobby, into a small business, came during a trip to Jamaica for my friend's wedding. Shout out to Jamaica. I purchased an inexpensive entry-level DSLR camera, which I took with me. Okay. Mm-hmm. So natural interest, side hustle. Any points there?
Yeah, and I think it goes on and it says basically that she had it's a he or she?
I think it's a she. I think so.
Yeah, that she had a great opportunity, I guess, on that vacation to her friend's wedding, where the photographer actually was running late, and she, had a camera, and so they asked, can you start taking some pictures before the camera person gets here, because they had no one to capture, those moments, and so that's where it sprung from. A lot of times we have some talents, and we kind of sit on it, and some of us are given that opportunity where something like this, where you start to use it, it's like, oh wow, like this is I'm onto something here, right? So we really have to try to identify what that is, because it's certainly something that can make money. This is proven time and time again, right? And then that side sometimes becomes full time, because it's actually what you love to do. Or some people, they're quite okay with juggling the 9 to 5 plus the side, depending on what their life goals are. Really finding something that can earn some money. Yeah.
You see, one of the things that I think you kind of glossed over it, which is key, the $70,000 that was made. It says here a chunk of that went towards savings. Can I say it again?
Yeah.
A chunk of it went to the savings.
Right.
So a lot of times when we do the side hustle, we used to buy nice stuff and look at now. But if you're going to do the side hustle, is to, is with an eye on the future. But you got to be disciplined enough to save a portion of it in order to really achieve later, right? And to have that early retirement.
Right.
Right.
That yeah, definitely good point there. I read it, but yeah, like I said, I didn't stay on it. With a lot of times when we do that, we get that extra money just to like spend on things, right, rather than putting it away. Right. In terms of what Keisha also said on that first point there, natural interest. Something else that comes to mind is the fact that, the person was prepared, right? Of course, they were utilizing, taking photos, so they have an understanding of snapping pics, but they were in the right place. They had the right time and the right time, and they had the equipment ready to go. So the opportunity came, hey, we needed to do this, and lo and behold, right?
And so what that does is that when the opportunity presents itself, you got to take advantage of the opportunity to do something that you like. Yep. And if you do something that you like, it won't be a chore.
Hassle.
Yeah, it won't be a hassle. It won't feel daunting. It's like, oh, I'm going to have fun now.
Yeah.
Make some money while I'm doing it. It's like those basketball players.
Yeah. You love what you do. They say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah, well, I don't know about all of that.
If you love it, it's just second nature.
I understand the concept.
Yeah.
A self-taught photographer, getting started was the biggest hurdle. I was nervous to put myself out there, but I knew that if I didn't try, I'd never know if it was something I could be successful doing. Yeah,
right. Stick a pin right there.
This is a big point here. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's definitely stood out to me. I mean, if you don't put yourself out there, your product out there, find a way to, you're not going to know, right? You have to take that step. And once again, I mean, we have so many, people that we could draw a reference off of who failed at doing certain things, but they continued trying until they reach that success, right? So you have to be willing to fail to some degree to see what you need to, alter a bit, or what you need to tweak, or, to get to the level that you want to get to, that you're striving for.
So that's the author right there. Yeah.
Okay. Taking pictures, baby. So, okay, well, on this point too, she talked about, and we picked up on this in what we discussed before, in another one of the podcasts. We were talking about these little stories here. Small, simple website using the photos I took at my friends' weddings. You see, like, opportunities.
Right.
And she didn't spend a lot of money on those things, right?
No. And she also mentioned that
knowledge. I read books, watch videos, took
right, workshops. Exactly. Yeah.
So there is something.
And there we go. You got. I think Keisha spoke about it earlier. You got
Yeah,
to
I
read
read
if you
books.
want to do things. But nowadays you don't have to watch. You don't have to read that much. You can watch YouTube videos. Everything is on YouTube University. Okay.
Yes, but
YouTube
But
University.
reading
is
also.
essential. You hear black folks read, READ. Parents, even if you don't know, let your kids read. They might not be great at it. Let develop your kids. Let them develop a love for reading or reading about things. Don't just give them the answers to everything, right? You talk about establishing something in your children as well, not just you as an adult.
Yeah.
Workshops. And then it says here, I felt confident in charging my clients services. I charged $300 per wedding. That's very generous. That's a starting.
When you don't know.
Yeah.
I think further down she touches that. After a while she increased.
She increased it. Yeah.
Still reasonable.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at that. $300.
Entry level. You got to know how to. It's all about marketing.
You got to be like the corner store. A certain ethnic group, they come in and they charge less than what the next guy is charging.
Yeah.
And then when they run you out of business and they up their prices.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So, pretty standard. So that's how, and photography is expensive, guy.
Well, she said here that she knows photographers that charge $10,000. So this is like a bargain.
Yeah.
Like 2,000 to 5,000.
And the thing is that, and what I like the fact that she doesn't, because she doesn't charge too much, is that it's a side hustle.
Right.
Right.
You know what? In my mind, I slowly see how the $70,000 is increasing. Now I see.
Yeah. I think 1 year alone she made about 70,000.
Yeah, that's what she said. In 1 year, 70,000.
No, I know. Right. That's what I'm saying. But she's been doing it for a number of years now.
No, watch the key here. Look at this though.
Slow and steady, baby.
Yeah, slow and steady. But in that section, she said it took her about 2 years to turn a decent profit, because her goal was to build a business with zero debt. Right. And reinvested in the business and so on.
It's in this section here. This.
You just passed it.
Slow and steady.
The second paragraph.
Oh, bill, it was zero debt. So I opened a business savings account. Okay, I paid my business taxes, invested. Okay.
Right. So it takes money. So if you're gonna make money, you gotta spend some money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Takes determination. Takes focus. 100%. You gotta be willing to work. You gotta be able to put in the work.
300 to 450 for those, small events, family settings. Okay. Slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady. I like that.
And
hustling is hard work.
Hustling is hard work.
That's the last point.
Yep.
There's no substitute for hard work. You hear that, folks? Read and work hard.
Yep. Be prepared to work hard.
Yep. You there's no substitute for it, man. I tell my daughter that all the time, eh? And I worked tirelessly at my side hustle the year I made $70,000. That year, in addition to full-time job where I worked an average of 60 hours, I photographed more than 19 weddings, countless lifestyle sessions. I won't try to downplay anything. There were times when I felt burnt out and discouraged, frustrated, and stressed. Oh, I love this article.
Because working 60 hours a week, that will burn you out.
Yeah, alone.
Right. And then KP, you do some video editing. And so you know how time consuming that can be.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
So it's just nuts, man. Yeah. Remember incredibly crazy summer months where I was doing back-to-back weddings on Friday night, then all Saturday and Sunday in the evenings and early morning before I went to work. I was sorting and editing photos on my computer.
Yep.
Yes.
So
running a side hustle takes patience,
right,
an open mind, and a strong willingness to learn, right? Strong willingness to learn. We've hit our 1 o'clock. Somebody send me a message here. We reach our point. Oh, okay. Not yet. Sorry. Somebody came in.
Akeem wants to know if you have any side hustles. Yeah, this is it. I'm trying to negotiate my contract.
Yeah. No, my side hustle is sort of like a passion thing right now in terms of I'm doing some cooking and I put it on YouTube. So it's not, no money is coming out of it yet, but I'm
yet.
And this is also one of the side hustles. Just like we had said, this is our side hustle.
we don't have all the sponsors yet, but
I was about to say, Akeem, if we're looking for sponsors, Richie has been linking us up, or he linked us up in terms of one. We're looking for as many sponsors as possible. Yeah, we'll give you a shout out anytime we're on here. So yes, buddy, this is our side hustle.
That's right. All right. So I think
no, I'm 38. She says, I'm doing what I always wanted to do and founder Clever Girl Finance. I founded Clever Girl Finance, a financial education platform aimed at providing women with financial guidance through easy to digest courses. Okay. So there we go, folks. There you go.
So it is possible to do it. But again, read, work hard, disciplined. What's the other one?
That's under the slow and steady. Yeah. Work hard. If
patient.
Be patient, and just do something so that when the opportunity presents itself.
And I'll add this one: protect your mental health.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's true.
All right. That's all the time that we had. We were able to get two in. We looked at the budget and then we looked at this article. We have we've been getting quite a few of these articles. It's nice. I like these feel-good stories. I don't know about you. I love them. What? It's more than feel good. It's real. It's life.
This is life, man. It's not just about feel good. It just shows the possibilities, possibility thinking.
See, Akeem, I'm telling you, we're networking here. Akeem said, let me work on it. All right, buddy. Right. I'm holding you to that, eh?
Yeah, it's possibility thinking and showing what is possible if you put your head to it. And that's what we want for our community, to let our community know that these things are possible. It is happening. It's not just thought. These are actually real people with real life stories. These are not actors.
We got a small victory with George Floyd, right? And that was a slow and steady situation. So we understand, we understand how it works as far as taking our time and being patient.
As I said last night.
Yeah, a smidgen.
Yes, the sky is the limit if you put your heart into it. So definitely.
Hey, Akeem is becoming our good friend. look at this. Just a smidgen, Akeem. Just maybe a little. Wade seems like he's been burned too many times.
Just a smidgen.
Yeah, especially by these two. No, actually, especially by one. No. I wouldn't say these two, especially by one.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Keisha has to go, man. Keisha has to go, and Wade has to go.
Oh, cynical. You're calling me cynical. I'm a realist.
Well, as you guys know, we're bringing knowledge and opportunity to those in our community. We're here. As you see, we just read out the budget, but we want for you guys to also take some time, invest in your own mind, invest in your own future. These are things that you have to do. The only person in your way is you, right? Once you get out of your way, you'll be on your way. So let's start to take some steps into making sure that we're educating ourselves and, taking advantage of things that are out there that are presented that we have access to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dollars and cents, making sense of your dollars.
There you have it, folks. We are gonna sign off now. See you next week on the podcast, where we'll bring you another topic, maybe a guest, who knows, and we'll bring some more information to you. Take care.
All right. Peace, peace, peace.